Hello and welcome to Dream Team Coach TV with Betway. I'm Sean Burke. Joining me is Andy Taylor, Jack Townsend, and Nick the Newsletter Elliott, our very own DT coach. The mystery word is still going this week, so if you don't want to know what it is, look away now. Oh, there it is. Oh, look.
I'm saying Townsend's got it again this week.
Back to back.
I'd say that because we've never done a back to back, I don't think.
This week it's a transfer deadline day special, and deadline day happens to coincide with my birthday. Yeah, makes sense. You know, they got a lot in common. Last minute purchases, lots of excitement, and my mother couldn't give a shit about either of them. But luckily for you, we do. Deadline day, that is. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's start with your bold predictions of signings before the window closes. Bearing in mind, we do film this on Wednesday to be released on Friday. But what are your predictions?
Well, I imagine by now Man United have signed someone rubbish for a lot of
very least.
For a lot of money. Yeah,
That's not worth the money spent.
Yeah.
And I imagine Spurs haven't made a signing.
Mm-hmm. Didn't they sign somebody?
Yeah, they signed
recently?
the little Dutch winger, haven't they?
That's right. Yeah.
PSV.
It looks like a good player. But that's that. Yeah, how do we pronounce that?
Yeah, it's something like Bergwijn.
Bergwijn.
But that's
I have to wait to see what Martin Tyler says.
that's the market that Spurs are in for, right? It's like he could be an unbelievable player, but they can't afford to buy anyone. It's at that level already, so they've got to buy them before they get to that level. So it's every signing they make, it's always like a risk.
It's a record-breaking signing for PSV. It's like the highest transfer fee they've received. So they obviously rate him.
And Spurs apparently have offered Olivier Giroud an 18-month deal.
Close, which is exciting because he's close.
No.
He's close to doing the full Gallas. Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs.
Oh,
and
wow.
he should never go full Gallas. Never go full
I'm
Gallas.
just burning
but-
every single bridge. In England.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think I don't want to go on to them, but Man United.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's really caught my eye this window. Mm-hmm. So the fans basically have created this whole thing around we want our club back, and they're saying that they're really hard done by in the footballing world, right? So they're fifth in the league. Oh, really sorry for that. They're paying superstars like Paul Pogba 300, 400 grand a week. Their stadium's phenomenal. Like the squad, you know, at the end of the day, is a very good squad compared to 99% of other teams in world football. And yet they have the audacity to moan about it, to go around Ed Woodward's house and allegedly throw stuff at him. Like, how entitled do they think? Like, the fundamentals of life is to, like, sometimes you got to just take defeat on the chin. Do you know what I mean? And they can't handle it. They've had so much success, and now it's just an ugly scene. Like, they were an ugly club. Like, I don't know what's.
I think lots of the frustration is justified because it is fairly poorly run. But I think you're right in that some of the like memes you see on Twitter, like we want our club back with like the. Do you see that with like the barbed wire? Yeah. Bear in mind that close to Manchester United is Bury and Bolton.
Yeah.
Who, well, one doesn't exist anymore and one was on the brink. Like you get
some perspective.
Loads of those fans around Manchester. I know perhaps it's not those ones that are the ones that are going to the extreme things, but they will know Bury and Bolton fans, and you think you have a bit of perspective to be like, actually, at least it's not that bad.
It's the football version of first world problems.
Yeah.
Like top six problems. Like they're really not things you should be moaning about.
Yeah.
Like to everyone else.
Bruno Fernandes is the one that everyone keeps talking about. Is he going to be the answer?
First of all, people need to admit that they haven't watched him play.
Well,
There's so many people this is a classic about transfer window, isn't it? Like you suddenly become an expert, your club gets linked, and all of a sudden you followed his career your whole life really closely. Admit you never watched him play. Admit it. Like it's fine. You don't have to pretend that. You can just say, look, I don't know about him. Hopefully he's good. You don't have to pretend like, people are he's gonna fit perfectly in with the balance and everything. You've never seen him play, man. Don't worry about it. But also, they probably have. By the time this goes out, they probably would have signed him, and there'll probably be loads of excitement. The same way there was loads of excitement when Mkhitaryan signed. Same way there was loads of excitement when Andres Pereira started strung 3 games together about 2 years ago. Like you look at the history of January transfers, it's not just Man United in general. A lot of them flop or take a long time to come good. So.
This weekend marks the return of the Premier League after an FA Cup break. Liverpool drew their match with Shrewsbury, meaning a replay for the Reds. Klopp has promised to field a youth team and probably won't even be there himself. But tickets to Anfield these days are pretty hard to come by, in fairness. Is Klopp being disrespectful to the FA Cup by not fielding his strongest team?
Well,
I've got,
Or
a strong opinion on this, but
even
I'll
an
let
average team.
Mr. Liverpool go.
I don't. It's not the. I mean, he didn't necessarily field his strongest side for the first leg.
Yeah.
And he's gone, well, I still trust this side to do it the second leg.
If he goes full youth team though, like he did against Aston Villa in the League Cup, is that kind of
is that
if
what
he doesn't
Yeah,
go to the
he's
match
not
himself,
playing a weakened side. He's playing the actual kids.
Yeah.
actual kids?
Yeah.
Is that too far?
I
And
mean,
if he
I
doesn't
don't
even
want
go
to get
himself?
knocked out of the FA Cup.
Well, would you not mind if you got knocked out of the FA Cup?
I think he should be there.
Yeah.
But it smells of I've got a holiday booked. I don't want to change the flights.
What's your strong opinion on this?
No, I mean,
then?
well, before I start, I love Klopp. I think you're an idiot if you don't like Klopp. Even United fans deep down, if Klopp was like, do you know what, I want to manage United, they'd be like, yeah, I'll take him now. But I do think he's being disrespectful to two sections of people here. The fans that are going to turn up to that game, the cup game, and the young lads that are going to be playing that game. I think in both counts, I think he's gone balls out on the table in that post-match press conference.
Quite slightly.
He's stubborn.
And he's gone.
That was out of order.
That was too far.
He shouldn't have done that.
Do you know what I think of the FA Cup?
Yeah, he has. He's laid them out there. They're big German.
And he's
What does
gone.
it- what
and then just gone. Any questions?
Yeah. What do you reckon he calls his balls?
What do you
Probably
reckon?
like-
your
Probably
club calls his
Pierre-
Sadio and
Pierre-Emerick.
Sadio and Bobby.
No, it's the front
Well,
three,
front
isn't
three,
it?
yeah.
You got
So
Bobby,
is that
Bobby
what he
through
calls
the
that
middle.
Mohammed?
Bobby through the middle.
Yeah.
He does like to tuck in though.
Yeah, he did say he doesn't want to confuse matters and goes like that guy
Yeah.
coaches the under-23s. If I'm there, it's just gonna
Yeah.
cause a weird chain of commands. That's the word I'm looking for.
For me, like, the treble is not easy, right? There's no such thing as an easy treble, but relatively, it's there for Liverpool to take. Like, the Premier League's pretty much sewn up. They're already champions of Europe, so they know they could do that again. And you've got big clubs like Bayern and Barca who've got, like, you know, issues. Even Man City. Like, you look at the whole of Europe. Liverpool are the best team in Europe by, you know, some distance. I mean, even Atletico Madrid are a bit of a state. Look at all these teams that have been in the knockouts the last few years. Loads of them are in a bit of trouble. Even Juve are not, you know, they're up there not playing that well. So you think, right, they'll be favourites for that. So you think, right, to finish it off with the FA Cup, and you get the treble, and that is proper history. And I think how often people talk about United's treble, even now, and we're over 20 years later. They could do that, and they would be worthy of it because that's how good they are this season.
As it's deadline day, we sent our reporters all over the country to be the first to break those juicy transfer stories, or to stand pointlessly outside a training ground. Let's find out as we go live to our man on the scene, Jim Dwight. Jim, any developments over there? Absolutely. My cold is developing into a full-blown chest infection, and I'm freezing my off in a car park and beginning to question my career choice. Okay, have there been any player sightings? Oh, many. Oh, really? New players? No, just ones that already play for the club. Then again, I am at their training ground. In fact, I can spot a player now. He's just fallen on his arse. The biggest break of this window might just be his coccyx. Okay. What have your sources told you? Any exciting phone calls? Yes, actually. According to my sources, the bargain bucket deal I ordered is en route to the training ground as we speak. Let's just hope it gets here before the window closes. The transfer window? No, the clubhouse window. I'd very much like to eat inside. Right. Any odd contract clauses in today's deals? Indeed. If my bargain bucket is 30 minutes late, it's absolutely free. That's a pretty good deal, actually. The best deal of the day, if you ask me. Well, thanks for your time and bon appetit, Jim. Thanks very much. It's the dankest part of the week. The lads submit a football meme to the Dream Team Instagram page and you folks get to vote for your favourite, including Usain Bolt this week, by the way. I wonder who he voted for. Producer Graz, bring on the memes. All right, first up, this is Jax.
This is me. I mean, topical with our last point about Klopp not wanting to play the FA Cup.
Do you know? Do you know what though? I might have to be disqualified because he was in the PGA of.
Yeah.
I did say that. I think
So-
that's disqualified. I think that gets disqualified.
So if
Personally,
we-
No.
no, that is not disqualified. That's between Jack and the
it's
PGA.
literally been
right? They'll settle it in
copyright
court.
claimed. Like you're not allowed to use the footage.
All right, let's see what's next. Okay.
This is mine. I'm not gonna lie, I was struggling.
Is that Jacqueline Phoenix?
I was
as well?
struggling.
Is that
This
the
is not
Joker?
what I saw on Instagram.
Valencia.
It was what was on Instagram.
No,
yeah,
not the
no,
bottom
actually,
bit.
the one that went up on Instagram didn't have the. I believe didn't have lol.
Why?
I don't know. But this is what I've submitted because I thought it needed something else.
I like it. Why did the LOL
I don't know.
get
I
taken
was
off?
censored. I
Our
was
social
That's
team
ridiculous.
has- And finally, let's see
Alright.
Andy's. Right. Look at that. Bold Comic Sans.
It's a great video.
It's a good source
Oh,
video.
that poor man.
So look, I've gone away from top four.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
gone away from top four.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
but
look,
it
what
was
can you
top-
say? What can you say to me?
But it was top 6 we were talking about, wasn't it?
What do you mean? It's a transfer
Yeah,
meme.
no.
You can't give me
It's
anything
fine.
for it.
I don't mind it because at least it was specific to this week. I don't mind
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he's still
And
on
it's
the
probably won't
carousel.
win because I've not gone top four. So next week when it doesn't win, I'll have to go back to top four next week.
Well, we'll find
Well,
out.
I mean,
now.
mine was censored and Jack's been disqualified, so you're the only one.
By default, it could be Andy Taylor. In third place is Nick.
Yeah, that's fair.
No arguments there. In second place, Andy Taylor, which means
It doesn't count. It doesn't count.
number one.
I've won that. I've won it. I've won it. It's disqualified.
by nearly
It's
double
disqualified.
as well.
It's disqualified. Yeah, but it's
No,
disqualified.
On Instagram wasn't taken down.
Oh, you can't get that.
It's disqualified. I want you going direct dialogue now with PJ Tour
on
and
Instagram.
ask them, am I allowed to use this? If they say no, it's illegal.
Right. Hello, is that PJ Tour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't use our meme. So put it down now. That's what they've just said to you.
Some very tasty fixtures this weekend, including Man United versus Wolves at Old Trafford, which will already be the third time this year the teams have faced each other. Man United fans are planning a mass walkout during the match. Well, at least they'll definitely make their train home on time.
Excuse me.
Thank you for waiting this time. Andy, are you not tired of that lot by now? 3 times this year already?
I mean, I cannot believe in the bookies market that Wolves are not favourites. I know that we're away, and I know Man United are a big club, and that comes with it a lot of weight. But like they're clear favourites over us. And I'm like, how? You've got your best players not playing, Rashford. You're probably arguably your second best player, Pogba's not playing. Wolves have got Jota back fit, Bolly back fit. Adama Traore, probably one of the top 5 players in the Premier League right now.
Yeah.
Jimenez, arguably one of the best strikers in the league right now. Our system is so well equipped to play against bigger sides.
Are they a bigger
Well, they're not a bigger side, but at the end of the day, they've got the audacity to think they're a bigger side, and they'll try and come onto us, and we'll just do them on the break. So it's the biggest no-brainer of the weekend is Wolves to beat Man United.
Here's another tip for you, which I've been ticking over, which is with our friends Betway. Put a little bit of money on whoever's playing left back against Wolves to get a yellow card, because 27 players have been booked this season for fouls on Traore.
Wow.
27. And I've been doing it every single time, right? Who's Traore up against? So whether this weekend it's Brandon Williams or Luke Shaw, just that's a yellow card straight over, because everyone at some point in the game goes, I'm going to have to bring him down. Because he's gone, I'm going to have to bring him down, I'll take the yellow. And it's just so consistent. It's the most regular thing that's happening in the Premier League this season.
I feel so lucky to have Traore in our team. I'm not joking. It's just like a pleasure to watch him play. It's just it was like when Gareth Bale played in the number 10 role for Spurs, and every game you were like, what madness is he going to do? And that's exactly what Traore is. And fullbacks must be just absolutely having nightmares. Just even how do you do a training session building up to playing against Traore? You can't, because no one can mimic the pace that he's going to give you.
Yeah.
So all you got to do is sit off. But teams like Man United are not going to play a whole. They're not going to train for the whole week sitting off against Wolves, are they? And that's where the downfall is, because Traore is just going to hit him on the break.
But he's now on 7 assists, so I think only Trent and Kevin De Bruyne have got more.
Yeah.
Maybe Wendia, but that's we're
outrageous.
talking about like end product.
Yeah.
If only those two have got more assists, then that's getting on to
Yeah.
decent wins. Although I saw in the week that it was like Wolves have put a 75 million tag on him to like put people off. is that going to put that many people off?
No,
Like,
people pay that.
considering his age, we just say he's not that old. I don't know if that's putting that many people off.
Is the mystery word being said?
I haven't heard it. Graz, have you heard it? Nope, I haven't heard it.
Graz hasn't heard it.
Nobody's heard it.
It's interesting.
Okay, it's time to look at your weekender teams for this weekend. So that's a goalkeeper, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, and 2 strikers from this weekend's games. Take it away, producer Graz. All right.
Me. So I thought it was quite tough to pick a bottom 3
Oh,
player.
fail.
So they're playing
Everton.
Everton,
Okay.
which I don't know. He's scored a couple recently.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully Everton will just be chasing the game and leak a goal or 2.
Yeah, he's a dangerous player on his day.
I mean, I'm backing Wolves over United, as you can see from my selection of Traore and Doherty.
All right, next up.
Yeah, I mean the storyline here really is that Wolves are playing Man United and it's an absolute banker, and that's what I'm going with. Diego Rico is probably up there with Grealish in terms of the relegation player to be had at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean De Bruyne and Salah speak for themselves. Sheffield United have got Palace. Palace don't score many goals, especially with Cenk Tosun up front. So I mean that's an absolute banker of a clean sheet there.
All right, next up. Let's see Nick's.
That's mine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you like it. So yeah, Palace
So
don't score.
similar to Andy, yeah, I've got Sheffield United back to the wing backs there. Because I think Palace have got the least amount of goals at home this season. So, and even Jack would know that. Being
I've not seen many.
All right. Okay. Don't forget to submit your own weekender team. So download the Dream Team app, submit your 7, and you could earn some real money. Just make sure you do it before the weekend's fixtures.
Has
Okay.
the mystery word been said?
The mystery word, Graz, talk to me.
Barnet, Calves.
So, no.
That I am not having that, Graz. Graz, it's been said. It's been said.
Have you
I'm
said it
not having
twice?
I've said it twice now.
What's he said?
I've said it twice.
Caveat.
So, can I reveal the mystery word now?
No, can we have a guess?
We
Have a
you
guess.
can have a guess, yeah. But I've said it twice.
But then,
And he's not having it.
Barnet.
Come on, man. Potato. I'm
We'll
pretty
do-
sure I've seen
we'll do it. We normally do it after the results.
I've
so-
seen permutations of the same word being used before and accepted.
Oh, well, let's have a look.
Okay, finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the weekender results from last week. Our new forfeit system means that each weekender loss will be added to your overall tally. Whoever has the most at the season's end does the forfeit. A nice big one. I just hope you're all fond of spontaneous tattoos. Let's see the results. All
So it was
Jesus.
I enjoyed it.
Well,
I enjoyed it this week because it was basically had to pick second string players to see who plays in the cup, and Jesus was a massive gamble because of the Aguero Jesus, and I do think Nick. I think Nick went for Jesus as well though. So
Big time. Oh,
What?
Oh, that's a serious haul. He's got Jesus as
Nick
well.
had defence, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Clean sheet
Yeah,
across the
so,
board.
well, I got actually lucky in a way because United ended up having Tranmere instead of Watford, which I didn't know when I picked it. But then obviously, so Romero got the clean sheet there.
Let's see Jack's team. Oh, man.
Right.
It's a believe.
How have you got 9 points? 5,
9
6, 7,
points.
8, 11. That's not 9, by the way.
It's a lean weekend.
It's definitely not 9.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
That's
is wrong.
Who's
wrong.
been doing this?
That is wrong, but you still
Who's
lost.
been doing that?
You're
maths?
still lost, yeah.
Hard luck, Jack. We'll add that to your tally.
Gosh, 3
Got
now,
that
I think.
one.
What was it?
3.
3-1-0?
Oh, Nick.
Yeah.
Nick's looking all right.
Safe.
The mystery word. Okay, so the mystery word
Lads,
was
come on, help me out here.
meteorite, and
Right.
Andy kept saying meteoric, which is a different.
That's
word.
not it.
no.
That's the same thing!
No,
it's
no,
the same thing. I
that's
said
not
it twice
right.
as well.
Doesn't matter.
No,
That's an
meteorite.
adjective.
No
This is
way.
a-
No,
That's-
it's the
that's
same
a
thing.
phrase.
Much harder. Meteorite. Ian.
Everyone at home watching this is going, Andy,
You've done well there. You've done really well.
You haven't said the
both
word.
done it the same. You've both
No,
done
we
it.
haven't. We
You
said
have.
the
You've
exact
both done
word.
that. Nick didn't even say his word, for God's sake. And
well,
got
neither
away
did
with
you.
it. I said it. I said it
haven't.
twice.
You haven't.
I've said it twice.
What,
No.
So what did you say?
You want him cancelled because of
I
the
said
PGA Tour.
I said Jack Grealish had a meteoric rise, and I also said that Curtis Jones might have a meteoric rise.
Yeah, but
I've said it
that's-
twice.
If you said meteorite, 100% said, well,
Yeah.
that's the word.
Yeah. Come on, that's way harder to fit.
Yeah, because meteoric rise is a classic football phrase.
So what? It's the same thing.
but it's not.
A variation of the word meteorite. I mean, what
No.
more do you want?
It's not a variation. It's a different word.
It's not a different word. It's
It
the
is.
same thing.
It's an
football
It's
is
the
soccer
exact
noun.
same thing.
I think
Can we got to get. We need to let the fans decide whether they think I won or not.
Okay. Do you
Please.
think meteoric is acceptable?
Yeah.
When
This
the
is
word
like, Andy, the
meteorite?
whole ball's got to be over the line.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's all from us this week. Thank you
Meteorite.
so much for joining us on Dream Team Coach TV with Betway. We'll see you again next week. Meteorite.
I got it in, by the way. You said it just at the end. I said meteorite. No one's called me. No one's called me on
because
it.
it's already
I've
been
just said
revealed.
it.
No, the game
I've
is
said
over.
meteorite. I've said
The game is
meteorite twice,
over.
and I've just said meteorite. So on all counts, I've said it.